club management and really just talked about how golf emerged in America and how country clubs emerged in America. Okay, the history of it. First American clubs were city clubs, which were just dining clubs in cities and didn't have land or anything there. Golf came to America in the late 1800s, but wasn't popular until about 1895. Country clubs emerged about 120 years ago, and America was very wealthy from the Industrial Revolution, so they decided to build country clubs and share the wealth with other wealthy people and hang out with other wealthy people. Since the Industrial Revolution happened, there was a lot of cities where it was populated, so they had to move east towards Rhode Island and on the Hudson River of New York City to build these country clubs. And the country clubs were inspired by Great Britain, so they had vast land there, so they couldn't copycat that. Clubs were conducted like any other business. They competed for members and needed business when they were dining. The first American country club was Brookline, located in Boston, and they set the standard for country clubs in America, and their formula was: country club is a place located in a country-like setting with open areas and lots of green space that has a standard meeting facility, a clubhouse. This is where members go to enjoy sports and sportsmanship, engage in activities for the pursuit of happiness, develop friendships, and commingle with friends. To celebrate life and its wonderful occasions, these are truly places of relaxation, recreation, and rejuvenation. Golf originated in Scotland in about 1400, but it didn't become popular until about mid-1800s in Europe and Scotland. First course in America was only 3 holes. When it became popular, it merged to 18 holes. The USGA, United States Golf Association, was formed in 1895, and this made golf more than a game. It made it competitive for people to compete, obviously. Professional Golfers Association formed in 1914. Professionals wanted to play with the best, compete with the best, so they started their own association besides from the amateurs. The Great Depression really put a slump on golf. Golf's obviously a money-driven sport, so Depression didn't help that, obviously, because America was in a bad economic state. One thing that emerged during the Great Depression was the Augusta National Golf Course, which is where the Masters are played, and it's one big thing for golf right now. 50s and 60s, golf came back, and people wanted to forget about the war and the Great Depression, so golf was a good outlet for them. During the last quarter of the 20th century, the growth in number of golfers increased at a faster rate than the growth of the nation's population, so that's an interesting fact. Sportsmanship is a big standard for golf. Brookline obviously set that standard, and sportsmanship, it was, major sports were really gambling driven professions. There was no really regulations on sports, not many rules, and it wasn't really a man's game, quote unquote. And golf kind of set it to be like a adult thing and have some sportsmanship, I guess. Format of the chapter started out with the beginning of golf and how it started and how clubs emerged. Goes on to talk about how courses, or all the national courses in America and how they've grown throughout the years. Talks about target markets and market segmentation, and it talks about firms that grow around country clubs in America. Types of clubs: equity clubs, which are member-driven clubs. They there's a board of directors, which are all members, and chairman, which is a member, and then it's actually like a reverse pyramid type thing where the members are at the top and managers are actually at the bottom of the country club. Non-equity is the reverse. Managers and owners are at the top. Private clubs are clubs where you have to pay an entry fee or month-to-month fee. You could also have to pay a standard dining fee every month. Public clubs are like clubs that any of us can go to without paying a month fee or annual fee, where we can just go in and pay for a round of golf. Current business format for private clubs, which is the most popular country club, it encompasses all these golf, tennis, food, swimming, fundraisers, and the people that conduct this is golf professional, tennis professional, executive chef, clubhouse manager, lifeguards, owner, and general manager, banquet directors, and there's directors for other things as well in country clubs. Not all country clubs have these, but most of the big ones do. There are also just golf clubs that just have golf. You can join that as well. Big issue for golf is that it's seasonal, so about 6 months out of the year you can play, and the only money that comes in is really eating there at the country club, because swimming doesn't, unless it has an indoor tennis place, but swimming you can't do that outside. The target market for golfers is white 37-year-old guys, and that doesn't help the growth of the game at all. And it's, like I said earlier, it's a money-driven sport, and a lot of the clubs are placed around higher economic status neighborhoods and stuff, so it doesn't really appeal to younger crowds or other races and gender. Career implications, talks about management, executives, and club directors. This chapter let me understand most aspects of the club management and gave me an interest in careers and leading positions at country clubs. Like, thought the banquet director was cool. You could lead people and set up fundraisers for charities. So I thought that was interesting in that. That's about it.